My name is Debbie O'Kane and I'm running for Southold Town Board. To put it quite simply, I am a hardworking citizen of Southold Town. I absolutely adore our community. I appreciate everything about Southold, and I just want to work very hard toward preserving and protecting the special quality of life that we all enjoy in Southold Town. One of my absolute favorite things to do is to ride my bicycle through Orient Beach State Park, do some birding, and just do some beach combing. So being outdoors is just, for me, the best thing that I can personally do to clear up my head and just enjoy what we have once again here in Southold Town. My grandparents actually brought my mother out over 70 years ago to summer in East Marion. Having roots in Southold Town, my grandparents actually brought my mother out over 70 years ago to summer in East Marion down Bay Avenue. Mm-hmm. And we continued that tradition throughout my parents' childhood, throughout my childhood, and eventually I'm just very, very lucky that I made the decision to come and move to the place I love so much and my favorite place in the whole world. I made that decision 22 years ago. My daughter grew up here. She's 19 years old now, and she's known nothing other than a wonderful East End Southold Town experience. My background is not-for-profit management. I've spent much of my professional career managing not-for-profit organizations. I've been an environmental educator and environmental advocate. I was with the North Fork Environmental Council for 9 years. I was the executive director there. Well, I think being a mother is one of them, absolutely. My daughter is actually, once again, she's in college. She's off on her own doing wonderful things. And right now I feel that after a career again, working for not-for-profit organizations and with small businesses, I am ready to take on the role of decision maker. As an environmental advocate and as an educator, I spent an awful lot of my time going to government meetings, going to town board meetings, going to meetings on the county level, also commented on different aspects of federal legislation as well. And now I'm ready to be the decision maker. It's my environmental experience, but it's also the fact that I have worked for a number of different businesses in Southold Town. So I think that's a great combination. Again, I feel that I do understand both sides of the story. I understand that it is a struggle for small businesses to make ends meet. But I've always worked full-time and pretty much a part-time job as well. So I know how hard it is for people living out here, and I also know that it is a struggle for business owners as well. Well, twofold. Again, I think preserving and protecting what we have already is just so very important. We have done a great job with land use, but water quality is a big, big issue these days. I spent a lot of time at North Fork Environmental Council educating homeowners on alternatives to pesticide use and alternatives to putting fertilizers on their lawns and not realizing that there are environmental impacts to these things. Cornell Cooperative Extension is doing a great job with farmers, but I think that the town itself needs to take a lead role in educating homeowners on these issues, that there should be advanced wastewater treatment systems as a requirement for any new development, because we just can't keep putting that nitrogen into our bays and into our surface waters and into the groundwater. Oh, it's been an incredible learning experience, especially since this is my first time running for office. Ultimately, what I hope to accomplish if I do get elected is just to make sure that the quality of life that we all enjoy out here right now, that I enjoyed as a child, that I hope that my daughter will continue to enjoy and future generations will continue to enjoy, because Southold is so unique. It's so unique historically, culturally, environmentally. I mean, I don't know whether there's any other place in New York State that's like Southold Town. And we run the risk of becoming like the rest of Long Island. You know, we've done a good job, but there's so much more that can be done. And again, there have to be new and fresh solutions. And I think I can bring a lot of good and fresh thinking to the table. And I believe that my experience will speak for that. I am not your career politician. I haven't been in office before, but again, I bring a different perspective to this altogether. I will use my experience as my compass, but again, bringing that experience of my environmental activism, my environmental leadership, but also knowing that Southold Town really depends. Our economic base is really rooted in small businesses, and we have to be able to support our small businesses as well and make sure that they can thrive and make sure that we can all work together and make sure that there's balance.